In the village of Gbangbaoge, where beauty flowed like water and men loved to see their wives wrapped in fine adire and ashoke, there lived a woman named Ayinke. Ayinke was beautiful, rich, and influential, the most prosperous yearmaker of her time. Through her year-making business, she ventured into other trades and became the proud owner of vast lands producing cocoa and cashew, two of the finest goods for trading with the white men. Although Ayinke wasn't the most skilled hairstylist, something about her touch made the women of Gbangbaoge her slaves. Every woman who made her hair in Ayinke's shop noticed that her husband suddenly found her attractive. They began to spread the word. "You need to see how my husband was carrying me like egg after I make my hair," one woman posted, showing off a beautiful hairstyle made by Ayinke. "He bought me all the wrappers I wanted and treats me better than his other wives." Her friend, who owned a stall at the market, leaned closer, listening eagerly. "It is only women who make their hair at Ayinke's shop that can hold a man in their palms," the woman added proudly, readjusting her buba. "I want to meet this woman," her friend sighed. "Papa Salewa no longer looks at me. He keeps chasing those girls with tiny legs. I just want him to focus on me and our children." "Don't worry," her friend replied. "I will call you the next time I am going to make my hair. But she's expensive. Even the queen of Gbangbaoge makes her hair with her. They say the king has refused to marry another woman since, even though she gave him only one son and many daughters." "Ha!" the friend gasped in shock. Despite all her wealth and fame, Ayinke's family was far from perfect. Her husband, Alani, was once a handsome and talented wood carver, the dream of many women. After marrying Ayinke, his life changed. He was said to have had an affair with a woman from a neighboring village. Just weeks after announcing his engagement to her, his business collapsed immediately. Every effort to rebuild it failed. Alani became the village drunkard, a broken man. Some said Ayinke was a good woman who truly loved her husband. Others whispered that there was something darker behind her loyalty. Her children were no better. Her daughter, Ibidunni, though beautiful and well-mannered, had no suitors even at the age of 20, an unusual age for an unmarried woman in Gbangbaoge, where most girls married at 16. People began to suspect that her misfortune was spiritual. Her son, Ibiremi, was lazy and wasteful. He preferred parties and beautiful women to work. He spent his mother's money recklessly and failed at every business she started for him. Every woman envied Ayinke's wealth, but none prayed for her kind of family. Ayinke's salon was full. She worked tirelessly from morning till night, without even complaining of pain. She never allowed apprentices into her inner salon, where she personally attended to special clients. The apprentices barely had customers of their own. Married women would rather wait hours for Ayinke than let her assistants touch their hair. Before making anyone's hair, Ayinke always asked strange questions. "What kind of effect do you want your hair to have?" Most women answered, "I want my husband to desire me again." Once, her daughter, Ibidunni, told her she wanted to become a hairmaker like her. Ayinke reacted sharply, as though the idea was an insult. "Never!" she snapped. "That work is not for you. Go shave fine." Instead, she pushed Ibidunni into the fabric trade, which was profitable but not fulfilling. Rumors about her mother's mysterious powers troubled Ibidunni for years. One day, determined to find the truth, she went to visit her grandmother. The old woman was sitting outside, enjoying the evening breeze when Ibidunni arrived. "Ibidunni!" she exclaimed happily, but Ibidunni didn't smile. "What is it, my child?" the old woman asked. "What secret are you and my mother hiding?" Ibidunni demanded. "Our lives can be upside down for no reason." The old woman frowned deeply. "Are you calling your mother and me witches? Then what is it, Grandma? You are both too calm about the strange things happening to us." "Your mother is not a witch," the woman said quietly. "She's just a victim of faith." "What faith?" Ibidunni asked bitterly. "The faith that has turned all of us into nothing." Unsatisfied, Ibidunni decided to watch her mother closely. That night, she hid behind the door of Ayinke's room. Around midnight, Ayinke woke up and began talking softly to herself. Curious, Ibidunni pressed her ear to the door and heard another voice answering. She pushed the door open. There, in the dim light, stood an old woman, her eyes hollow and her smile strange. The woman whispered words that made Ayinke cry. "What have you done?" Ayinke sobbed. The old woman only smiled and vanished into the air. The next morning, Ayinke packed her bags and went to her mother's house. Ibidunni followed her, still in shock. "Mother," she asked quietly, "are you a witch?" Ayinke turned, her eyes wet with tears. "I only had 20 more heads to break before I had been free," she cried. "Free from the curse, free to save our family. But now you ruined it." "What curse?" Ibidunni asked softly. "Have you ever wondered why every woman in our family become a yearmaker?" Ayinke asked. "It is not just a skill, it is a curse. A covenant made generations ago with the spirits. My grandmother, my great-grandmother, Ajin, the first of our line. Every daughter born into this family must make heir and bear only daughters. That is our faith." "Why did you join it?" "Because it was compulsory," Ayinke said bitterly. "I thought it was a blessing. I asked Ajin for a loving, faithful husband and a prosperous home. But there was a condition. My husband and I had to remain faithful forever. I trusted your father, but he broke the vow. That is why everything fell apart." "So, father's misery," "Yes," Ayinke said, "is the curse punishment. To lift it, I had to make more sacrifices through the hair of others. Every woman's hair I made becomes bound to Ajin in the afterlife. Their beauty is the price." Ibidunni stood frozen in shock. "Now," Ayinke whispered, "you've met Ajin yourself. The curse will pass on." That night, Ajin came to Ibidunni in a dream. "The chosen one," the old spirits called her. Ibidunni smiled, her eyes empty, her voice no longer her own. Together, they chanted, "The curse must go on. No one ever breaks the curse." Ajin handed her a wooden comb, whispering, "May every soul you beautify be ours forever." Ibidunni replied softly, "Ashe." The next day, news spread across Gbangbaoge that Ayinke had confessed her secret at the market square. To break the curse, she had to speak openly. She did, yet, strangely, the villagers did not stone her as they usually did to witches. That night, Ayinke returned home, lay on her bed, and died peacefully in her sleep. No one took her confession seriously because her mother had already performed a ritual of possession, ensuring that the curse would live on through Ibidunni. And so, Ibidunni continued from where her mother stopped. The curse of the year maker continued. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to get notified when I drop another video. Please do also drop a comment. Your comments will go a long way. Thank you for watching. Bye.